Hannah Cranch is the inspiration, and with her husband Jonathan, the founder of Fabmo, a nonprofit that rescues high-end designer materials destined for the dumpster and makes them available for creative reuse by educators, artisans, charities, and entrepreneurs. Loyal volunteers give more than 10,000 hours a year to bring in and sort 70 tons of material and repurpose them for visitors to take. Fabmo also helps people learn new artistic skills through workshops and informal mentorship. Fabmo materials support charitable efforts around the world, from craft programs at senior centers and schools, to tote bags for food banks, to clothing for rape victims. You can see Fabmo at maker fairs, Earth Day celebrations, and other green-related events. And while there are programs that do somewhat similar recycling, it appears that there's no other organization out there that's doing this particular work. Hannah, this is one of those things that I think literally started in an aha moment. Tell me about the moment that Fabmo happened.
It was more like an oh no moment, not an aha. We discovered that after enjoying a wonderful evening at the Design Center for Business, we discovered that they were throwing out their trash as we walked by the dumpster, and lo and behold, one of those trash bags ripped and out fell this mountain of beautiful, beautiful fabric. And I did say, oh no, in many ways, because I was teaching art at the time in the Palo Alto elementary schools, and I knew my cohorts would just love to get their hands on things like this for their students. I went back onto the loading dock and said, how can I stop this? And nobody had any answers. They just said, you're going to have to ask if you can take some occasionally, and good luck.
And what were you going to do with it when you had it?
I did not have anything in mind. It was one of those things where you see a need and you jump in and start trying to create something wonderful out of a disastrous event. Once a month, we have a kind of drop-in that we call So-Mo, just like Fab-Mo. So you can come and work on your own projects and get a little help, little skillful help, or you can join our Fabmo volunteers and sew tops and pants for a program called the Grateful Garment of San Jose. And if you haven't heard of them, it is an organization that provides clothing for rape victims because they have to leave their clothes behind. We also have occasional workshops for people. We have a paper crafting workshop and knitters and weavers workshop and things like that. All sorts of people come. Artists, teachers, handcrafters, home sewers, home schoolers, people who have just retired and don't know what they're going to do with their lives. They want to get involved in something creative instead of work, work, work. When a volunteer first comes in, they're usually so overwhelmed that they're pretty quiet. There's a lot of fabric and a lot of stuff to do with the fabric. So everyone's quietly working and getting more accustomed to the way we try to do things to present the materials to people. And then gradually, you know, their liveliness catches. They catch fire. They catch the Fabmo excitement. They say, I can do this, or, well, I'll help with that. So they become more relaxed and more excited about working with all the resources that there are. We are a resource heaven for people. Our materials go to many places. There's a woman from the Philippines who takes just suitcase after suitcase home to the little village she grew up in there so that they can sew things. There's a minister who took an entire, whatever those are called, containers of clothing, fabric suitable for clothing, as well as the materials from the Design Center back to a brand new school and orphanage in Ghana. That was pretty wonderful to hear about.
What is the most unexpected and or wonderful part of all this?
It's, believe it or not, success. It's success on so many different planes. But to go from maybe 30 people responding to that Craigslist ad to over 8,000 people on our mailing list, to be able to go from our living room to England to the person who wants us to come to England and set up a Fabmo there, going from one little grocery sack every 6 weeks to over 70 tons a year that we're picking up now. Textile waste is an enormous problem the world over. Firstly, textiles don't break down. Sometimes takes 95 to 100 years for a piece of material to break down. And in addition to that, materials are being made with products that are no longer natural. The natural ones will break down, but all of those polyester knits, doesn't break down very easily. So textile waste is mounting everywhere in the world. It's very easy to remain in that gloomy outlook. Everything that you read seems like an unsurmountable mountain to get over. And so if you stay in that place of looking at all the bad stuff that's happening, yes, it gets very gloomy, but not if you are part of a little teeny tiny effort, no matter how small, that is doing something positive. And how can you not be excited and be happy to be part of something that is making a little bit of a difference?
Do you know someone who has overcome significant hardship and has an inspiring story to tell? Someone who has sacrificed or given over and above to the community and deserves some recognition? If so, please contact us with your nomination for next year's Local Hero Awards. To find out more about our local heroes and to watch interviews with all the winners, visit our website, midpennmedia.org. At the Mid-Penn Community Media Center, you can make your own videos and television programs and take classes in all aspects of media production. You can also hire our professional services team. To find out more about that, go to mcproservices.com. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for watching.